Hi friends, welcome to Leela Kids channel. In this video we are going to see 10th standard science unit 18 genetics part 1 textbook evaluation Roman letter 7 long answer question. Explain with an example the inheritance of dihybrid cross. If how is it different from monohybrid cross? Refer text for diagram. Mendel in his dihybrid cross took two pairs of contrasting characters. The two pairs of contrasting characters chosen by Mendel were shape and color of seeds, round yellow seeds and wrinkled green seeds. Mendel first crossed pure breeding pea plants having round yellow seeds, the capital R, capital Y, wrinkled green seeds, small r, and small y. Round yellow seeds were produced in the first generation F1. Round shape and yellow shape, capital R, capital Y, small I color of the seeds were dominant traits over the wrinkled shape and green color of the seeds. F1 generation pea plants, round yellow, capital R, capital Y, small y seeds were crossbreed by self-pollination. Then four types of seeds having four different combinations of shape and color were obtained in second generation or F2 generation. They were round yellow, round green, wrinkled yellow and wrinkled green seeds. The ratio of each phenotype or appearance of seeds in the F2 generation is 9:3:3:1. This is known as the dihybrid ratio. Difference between monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. Monohybrid cross, the inheritance of one pair of contrasting characteristics. Here the inheritance of two pairs of contrasting characteristics. The phenotypic ratio is 3:1. The phenotypic ratio is 9:3:3:1. How is the structure of DNA organized? What is the biological significance of DNA? Refer text for diagram. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. Watson and Crick's three-dimensional double helix model of DNA explain the structural organization of DNA. DNA molecule consists of two polynucleotide chains, double helix, antiparallel to one another. Nitrogenous bases in the center linked to sugar phosphate backbone. Purine and pyrimidine linked by hydrogen bonds by complementary base pairing. Adenine A links with thiamine T with two hydrogen bonds. A is equal to T. Cytosine C links with guanine G with three hydrogen bonds. C is equal to G. Hydrogen bonds made the DNA molecule stable. There are 10 base pairs in a complete turn. Each turn of the double helix is 34. A length 3.4 nm. Nucleotides in a helix are joined together by phosphodiester bonds. Biological significance. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. In the video again and again போட்டு பாருங்க. Answers உங்களுக்கு memorize ஆகும். Flow ஈஸியாக இருக்கும் எக்ஸாமில். All the best for your exam. வீடியோவை நீங்கள் ஷார்ட் வீடியோஸாகவும் பார்க்கலாம். அதுவும் ட்ரை பண்ணி பாருங்கள். அதுவும் போட்டிருக்கேன். பயாலஜிக்கல் சிக்னிஃபிகன்ஸ். இட் இஸ் பாசிபிள் ஃபார் த டிரான்ஸ்மிஷன் ஆஃப் hereditary information from one generation to next generation. It contains information for the formation of protein. It controls developmental process and life activities of an organism. The sex of the newborn child is a matter of chance and neither of the parent may be considered responsible for it. What would be the possible fusion of gametes to determine the sex of the child? Parent gametes types male XY, female XX. So X and Y, here X and X, X with this X is double X female, Y with this X is XY male. Possible children are female and male. Female means double X, male means XY. Female produce only one type of gametes, X homogametic. Male produce two types of gametes, X and Y heterozygotic. If a sperm having X chromosomes fertilizes the ovum having X, the resulting zygote XX will develop into a female only. If a sperm having Y chromosome fertilizes the ovum X, the resulting zygote XY will become a male. That is what given here. X and X means XX only, and X and Y means XY only. So the sex of a newborn child is a matter of choice only. Father is responsible in determining the sex of the child. Please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. Higher order thinking skills, HOTS. Flowers of the garden pea are bisexual and self-pollinated. Therefore, it is difficult to perform hybridization experiment by crossing a particular pistil with the specific pollen grains. How Mendel made it possible in his monohybrid and dihybrid crosses. Garden pea plant bisexual flower during hybridization experiment. Mendel simply cut off anther in bud, emasculation, and did the cross-pollination of selected plants pollen on the stigma of the flower, and thereby flowered. The effects of crossing for several generations is also easy. Purebred tall pea plant or first crossed with purebred dwarf pea plants. The pea plants obtained in F1 generation are then selfed to produce F2 generation of pea plant. A. What do the plants of F1 generation look like? B. What is the ratio of tall plant to dwarf plants in F2 generation? C. Which type of plants were missing in F1 generation but reappeared in F2 generation? Parent phenotype pure, tall, pure, dwarf. Genotype gametes T, capital T, and this is T, small t. So together is capital T and small t. F1 genotype, phenotype, tall, all plants. F1 cross gametes, capital T small t into capital T small t. So here also capital T and small t is capital T small t, capital T and capital T is capital T count T. Though both are tall and tall, and here capital T with small t is capital T small t, that is tall. Small t and small t is small t that is dwarf. The F2 gamete and phenotype. A. F2 generation all are tall. B. F2 ratio of tall and dwarf plants is 3:1. C. Dwarf plants were missing in F1 but reappeared in F2 generation. Kavita gave birth to a female baby. Her family members say that she can give birth to only female babies because of her family history. Is the statement given by her family members true? Justify your answer. This is wrong idea. The sex of the baby is determined by the male gamete that can have either X or Y chromosome. Women have only one type of chromosome, X, in all the ova. If a sperm male gamete having X chromosomes fertilizes the ovum having X, the resulting zygote XX will develop into a female only. If a sperm having Y chromosome fertilizes the ovum X, the resulting zygote XY will become a male. So it is high time to stop blaming women for bearing female babies. Value-based question. Under which conditions does the law of independent assortment hold good and why? In case of inheritance of two or more pairs of characters simultaneously, the factors or genes of one pair assort out independently of the other pair. So please like, share and subscribe Leela Kids channel. Video புடிச்சிருக்குனா like பண்ணுங்க, share பண்ணுங்க. Again and again போட்டு பாருங்க. All the best for your public exam. We can meet in the next video. Bye bye.